Hey, I'm Alexandra Harbushka, founder of Life With Herpes. All right, I'm gonna do something a little bit different this week, and the reason why is it is my oh shit anniversary. What is that? It's 11 years ago this week, I was actually diagnosed with herpes. And 11 years ago seems like yesterday, and it seems like 11 years ago, right? It seems like completely different. What's really unique about this and this week, and what I really like about it, is the days are the same. So this is Sunday. This is where I was Sunday 11 years ago, and we'll go through each day of the week that coincides with 11 years ago. So come along with me on my week. Let's see. All right, so 11 years ago, it was Sunday. I had just gotten home from Palm Springs with my boyfriend. And I remember I had white jeans. This is probably exactly what I had on. Had my 4th of July scarf. We were getting ready to go to a party that my community was celebrating like the week before 4th of July. And it was like this big firework thing. So we just gotten home from Palm Springs, and I remember putting on white jeans and going like, that doesn't feel right. Something feels a little weird. And he had come over to pick me up to go up to the park, and he like picked me up. Like, I don't know how he did it. He picked me up, and I remember like, ow, like you need to put me down. Something is not right. And number one, I wanted to put me down because it was like too much. I was like, we've just spent the entire weekend together, and like, I need a break. But then the other thing was like, I was in so much physical pain that it had begun. So at this point, again, it was a Sunday afternoon. I was in physical pain, and I went to the party, whatever. Came home, I'm back in my bathroom, and like the countertops were high, kind of like here. And I remember like trying to like, how do I see what's going on? I'm sure all of you can relate to that, because you're like, how do I see this? And I remember like bending over, trying to get these. So I pulled out what was it? Not an iPhone. I had my, not an iPad. It was my, what's it called? I'm looking at the videographer now. I had a BlackBerry, but I had, Sidekick? No, it was the thing that you put, iPod. I had an iPod. Okay, that's cool. iPods were cool in 2011. Pull out my iPod that had a camera on it, camera with an iPod, and I was like trying to take pictures and see what was going on. I remember seeing like maybe a little bit of blisters, but I'm like, there's no way it's herpes. It can't be herpes. Like, I am just not gonna get herpes. This is not what's gonna happen. Of course, I was freaking out. Of course, I was in pain physically. I had swollen, like everything was swollen. My whole body hurt. And I just remember that like initial shock of like, what am I gonna do? Do I go to bed? Do I not go to bed? Do I call my doctor? What do I do? I somehow ended up managing to go to bed, and I was really into yoga, and somehow I made it the next morning to 6 a.m. yoga. So let me give you a little background about where I was in 2011. I was living at home. I got into debt when I was like 25, 26. So I had to move home in order to pay off my debt. I was coming out of a lot of bad relationships. I was really in this like, I really wanted to be in a relationship. So I was like almost needy, like anybody would do. And that was kind of where I was. I was in this place of not fulfilling myself. I was in this place of, I was 28 years old. I was still doing Taco Tuesday and showing up to work the next day. I mean, in today's standards, I'd probably call it hungover, but in that 28-year-old standards, like I was totally fine. I was binge eating to try to control my weight. I was just in this wrong relationship. So my point in bringing you and telling you this is a lot has changed in 11 years, and I'm gonna bring you through this journey in the next couple days and bring you through my journey of being diagnosed with herpes. It's something that nobody wants to be diagnosed with. We didn't sign up for it. It's not something that we ever were like, yes, I want to get diagnosed with herpes. But all of our hopes and dreams are shattered in that moment, and we can get through life. We can still have the life we want. All right, leave your comments below. I would love to hear about your diagnosis. I'd love to hear when you're like, oh my gosh, I know something was wrong. Like, something isn't right down here. So leave me a comment. I would love to hear about it. And if you have any questions on this, make sure to let me know and I can make another video for you or give you some sort of support. 11 years ago, I was getting in my car on the way to Scripps Clinic to find out if I had herpes. So I am walking you through what it was like 11 years ago to get herpes. I'm calling it my oh shit anniversary week. Anyways, I'm gonna walk you through how terrified, scared, all these emotions I went through on my way to Scripps Clinic. So come along with me.